So, hi there, crochet lovers. We have another beautiful and exciting project. Today we are making this beautiful little bag here for your little angels. It is so cute. You can make it as big as you want for bigger girls. Okay, I'm making this for a 3-year girl, and you can skip the tassels if you want. If you don't want, you can make the string as long as you want. You can skip the button if you want, and you leave it open like that. Change the colors, get creative with your bag, and yeah, let's jump right into the video. And as you are watching, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See, okay, so we're gonna start our project by making a magic circle or a magic ring, whatever you wanna call it. So this is how I make mine, and then we're gonna chain up 2. This is not gonna count as a stitch, okay? So we're gonna make 12 stitches, 12 double crochets in this ring, okay? So I'm gonna meet you at the end of this row, of this round. So we're putting our last double crochet in the ring. Okay, now we're gonna slip stitch on top of our first double crochet like that. Okay, now we're gonna chain up 2, and then we're gonna go back into that circle. Remember that chain doesn't count as a stitch, and then we put 2 double crochets in that stitch, and then 2 double crochets in each stitch around until we reach the end of this round. Okay, so now we've reached the end, and we're gonna put our last 2 double crochets in the last stitch, just like that. Then we're gonna find our first stitch, and we're gonna slip stitch into that to close up our circle, just like that. Then for the next round, I'm gonna chain up 2 again, go back into that stitch, and I'm gonna put a double crochet there, okay, and then put a second double crochet in that stitch, and then in the next stitch I'm gonna put 1, in the next stitch I'm gonna put 2. So this is the sequence you're gonna repeat: 1 2 1 2 until you reach the end, and at the end you should be having 24 stitches. So we've reached the end of our third round, and we should be ending with a double crochet, 1 double crochet, and we should be having 36 stitches. So now we're gonna slip stitch into our first stitch and fasten off our work. Okay, gonna chain 1, and then we're gonna cut off this yarn. Okay, pull up a yarn. So this is our circle. Okay, our circle is down nice and flat. Okay, gonna get our next color I know I showed you green, but I'm gonna use this color. Okay, so to do this, we're gonna make a slip knot. Make it the way you prefer, don't make it too tight. And we're gonna find any spot from our circle, and then we're gonna go in there. We're gonna put a double crochet like that, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through all. So the reason we're starting it like this is we don't want to start with a chain here. Okay, so in the next same stitch we're gonna put a double crochet. Okay, then in the next stitch I'm gonna put a double crochet. Okay, and in the next stitch I'm gonna put a half double crochet and a half double crochet in the next stitch, single crochet in the next one, single crochet in the next 2. So if you're not familiar with these stitches, I have videos on them. Then so we're gonna repeat this, so that is half double crochet 1, half double crochet 2 in the next stitch, and then double crochet in the next stitch. I'll leave the link in the description box for you. Okay, so in the next stitch we're gonna make our first corner, that is 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets in the same stitch, then we're gonna chain 1 and then 2 double crochet in the same stitch. This is gonna form our circle, sorry, our corner. So next is we're gonna double crochet in the next stitch, half double crochet in the next stitch again. So now we've reached where we fastened off our work. So remember, we fastened off with a slip knot, and don't slip stitch, please don't work in that, we're gonna skip it. And then we go in the same stitch we slip stitched in, and we're gonna put a half double crochet there, just like that, and then single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So I'm just laying this yarn over so that I can crochet over it, and then half double crochet in the next 2 stitches, double crochet in the next stitch, and then double crochet in the next stitch, the corner. Okay, 1, and then put another set of double crochet, so we have our 3rd corner there. Okay, this is what we have so far. So we're gonna repeat this. Okay, we're gonna repeat from that double crochet to the corner. I'm gonna repeat it here, and then I'm gonna come back and meet you at the end here. So now we're back here, and I'm gonna put a double crochet in that last stitch. Okay, just like that, and then we're gonna jump into this stitch, you remember the one we started with, and put 2 double crochets there. I'm gonna put 2 double crochets because this was our corner, we did it halfway. Then I'm gonna chain 1, and then I'm gonna slip stitch into that first stitch that we did, and then I'm gonna chain up 3. So first let me show you what we have now. See that it has already formed into a square. So for our 5th round, okay, we're gonna for our 5th round we're gonna crochet double crochets. Okay, so we are no longer changing the stitches. Okay, we're just gonna have to crochet double crochets until we reach at the corner here. So I have reached the corner, but our last double crochet is going to go here. Remember, it's gonna be a little bit hard because it's like a chain, but that's where we're gonna put it. Okay, and then we're gonna start making our corner. Okay, that is 1, 2, so to begin on this side, again your first double crochet is going to begin here. Okay, just like that, and then you're gonna double crochet all the way until you reach the other corner. Okay, so this is what we're going to repeat. So we're going to repeat from here to here. Okay, you're going to crochet all around, making corners and not forgetting that stitch until we reach here. Then I'm gonna come back and show you the next step. Okay, so now we are back, and we are in our last corner here. Okay, we're gonna put a double crochet in that first chain close to the space, and then 2 double crochets in this space here. Okay, and then chain 1, and then 1 double crochet. Remember, we're having a chain here, it's already working as our stitch. And then we're gonna put a slip stitch into our top of the chain like that. Okay, then we close up this round. So this is what we have in so far. How cute. Okay, so I'm gonna start by making a slip knot. You can make it the way you prefer, like that, and then I'm gonna make a chain of 19 plus 3. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 19. 1 2 3. Okay, so we're gonna skip 1 2 3 and put a double crochet in that first. Okay, this is gonna work as a double crochet, so we're gonna mark that. So now we have 2 double crochets, 3. We're gonna put a double crochet in each chain until we reach the end. Should be having 20. So 19 and 20. Okay, so now I'm gonna chain up 1. Okay, and then I'm gonna single crochet in that stitch, the first stitch, and then chain 2, and then single crochet in each of the next stitches until we reach the end. 20. The 20 is gonna and into that turning chain that we made. Okay, so this is what we have, and we're gonna repeat this back and forth until we reach the height of this granny square. Okay, so we're gonna crochet back and forth. I'm gonna come back and show you how many rows that I did. I'm at the end of our last row. Let me finish it and I show you how many rows that I did. And please make sure that you don't forget that first turning chain, okay? This one, we always have to crochet in it so that our work does not disturb us, okay? So now I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 rows, okay? And when we look at our granny square, this is what we're looking for them to be equal, okay? So I did 9 rows, and what we're going to do next is we are going to single crochet all around to join these granny squares, but you can join them the way you prefer joining your granny squares. So to single crochet, we're looking for the wrong side, okay, to join our square facing the wrong side again of the granny, okay, like that. So now what we're going to do next is we're going to start joining them. We're going to start in this corner here, the upper corner, and we're going to join with a slip knot, slip stitch, chain 1, and then we're going to use single crochets, okay, just like that, going into the, this is going to be our back and this is going to be our front, or this is going to be our front and this is going to be our back, okay? So you want to make sure that you go both through the front and the back, okay? And then we start joining them just like that, using single crochets all around until we reach here, okay? And all around, because we're gonna single crochet up to here, we have to leave the opening. For the front part, it doesn't have a specific place that you have to go in, okay? Just have to go into the next space that is near to you, just like you see me doing. So I'm going to meet you here at the corner. So I'm at the corner. As you can see, here is our corner, and we are going to go here where we started our first row, okay, like that, and then we're going to go in the corner and you're going to put 2 single crochets there, just to have a smooth edge, okay, just like that. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to single crochet again until we reach the next corner, and we are going to do the same thing we did here, that is putting single crochets, 2 single crochets in that corner. Then I'm going to meet you at the end, okay? So we're now at the corner, and again we're going to put 2 single crochets in the corner. And always when you're having these yarns, you always want to lay them over as you're working, because this saves you a lot of time to go back and weave them in. Okay, this is much way easier. I like to do this. And one thing that I want to show you again is you see, when I started single crocheting, the back was facing me, okay, and I'm very okay with it, because you know the single crochets, they look different at the front and at the back. I don't know if you're a crocheter, you've been long, you will notice that. But if you want, you can single crochet when the front is facing you. You can start single crocheting. That means you'll be starting on the other side when the front is facing you, and then you'll be going like that, and then you will have this look on this other side. But to me, it doesn't make any difference in this case. I have reached the end of our work, and we're going to put our last single crochet in. Yeah, we chain 1, we pull up a loop, and this is what we have. Okay, our mini bag. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a double crochet row at the back part here, okay, which we are going to flip over. That is going to act as our cover, or I don't know, so that we can be able to close our bag. I'm going to chain up 2, and then gonna go into that stitch, and put a double crochet there like that, and then you're gonna double crochet all the way to the end here. I have reached the end of our row, okay, and I'm going to chain up 1. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we are going to find the middle, okay, where we're going to be putting our button. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me get my marker and we'll mark this stitch. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we already have our chain stitch there. So we're going to skip the first stitch and we go in the next stitch, and we're gonna put the single crochet like that, and we're gonna put a single crochet in each stitch until we reach the marker. Now we have reached our marker. I'm gonna take it out, and I'm gonna chain here 2 like that, and then we're gonna skip that stitch where the marker was, and then we're gonna put a single crochet in each of the next stitches until we have 2 stitches left. We're gonna skip that stitch and we go into the chain, the initial chain, then we're gonna put a single crochet, and then we're gonna chain 1, and then we pull up our yarn. If your yarn is still attached to the ball, you cut it off. So now this little hole here is going to be our button hole. We're going to put a button here so we can be able to close it. Okay, now we're going to work on the straps. Okay, so to make the straps, we're going to get our bag, and we get the side of the bag, and we're gonna insert a hook from the inside, okay, making sure it comes through a single crochet V stitch up here, okay, like a little bit down, just like 1 stitch down, Okay, and then we're gonna pull it through on the inside like that, and then we're gonna chain 1, so it is attached. This is where we're gonna weave this in later. Okay, now we're gonna chain up a chain of 40. Okay, depending on how long you want the chain to be. Okay, so now I've reached the end of our chain, and what we're going to do next is we're going to skip the first chain from the hook, and then we put a slip stitch in each chain across until we reach to where we started from. Okay, so I'm gonna meet you there. Okay, so now we have reached the end of our chain, and this is how it looks, but again you can make it as long as you want. I'm making this bag for a tootie. Okay, then we're gonna slip stitch onto our bag, to our main bag, just on top of it. Now I'm gonna put a single crochet there, and then we're gonna chain 1, and then gonna cut off the yarn, pull up a loop. Okay, so we got our first chain here, our first end here that we started with. We're gonna tie a knot like that. Okay, then the next thing is we're going to be weaving in the ends, and we are going to attach this other string, the other end of the string, with a darning needle, and our bag will be almost done. So I'm gonna weave in also these ones, and our bag is almost done. Okay, this is where we will be closing from. Okay, so next is I'm going to attach some tassel here, but of course it is optional, you don't have to do that. So as you can see, I've already started to put the tassels. I thought I was recording, but so to put on our tassel, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get our hook. We skip 2 stitches. You can put them without skipping a stitch, depending on what you want, and then we insert it from the back side of our bag, and then we pass the 2 ends through our loop, just like that. Okay, and so we're gonna do this 2 more times. Okay, so now our little bag is done. Now if you want, like I said, you can make this flip a little bit longer, okay, so that it comes all the way up to here. That is according to your preference. Okay, and this is how it looks at the back, and this is our front. So cute and so mini. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. I'll see you in the next one. Have a blessed time and stay safe. Cheers.